I think so.
Okay. Are you ready to start your data table?
Yeah, I'm ready,
Okay,
Mrs. Thompson.
All right, Mr. Tubbsy, let's scroll down to a blank part of the document first.
Well, this is what we're going to be building, right?
Yes.
This is kind of what we're going to build here. And
that's a beautiful data table.
Yeah, so there's some components of this that, I want to be able to include, like the title always goes centered in the top, and the trials go along the y-axis over here. The manipulated variable goes either along the top or along the bottom. Either way, it's okay. You want to be sure to include the units here on the manipulated variable, and the legend down here. These yellow parts can be omitted, and you can put your own title in here, and data table 1, data table 2, etc. But you always want to make sure you put the units of the responding variable too, because these are naked numbers, and we don't want any naked numbers in there. So we got all speeds measured in miles per hour over the same quarter-mile tract. And this is a data table that, for this example, we're just going to show that increasing the size of the engine, the results of that. So that's basically what we're doing there. Okay?
Okay. Hey, let's delete that G.
Okay. G.
G.
There we go.
And why don't we put the title of the graph there to start?
Okay. Data table of, you always want to include the manipulated variable and the responding variable in the title of VW speeds with increasing engine size. Result data table of, yeah, that sounds good.
Looks good to me.
Should we increase the size here? Make it
let's make the title big.
A little bit bigger than normal there.
Nice. All right, go down to the next line.
Whoa. How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Size. Okay.
All right, You ready to insert your table?
Yeah.
So go up to the top menu where it says table and move your cursor down to insert table, and then you're going to choose the number of cells that you want to have in your table. And as you keep moving to the right, it'll expand. If you keep moving down, it'll expand. So even if you wanted like 25 by 25, you'd be able to do that.
Great. So we'll do 6 by 6.
Looks good.
Okay.
So on the that left-hand column, that's where you want to put your trial numbers, but you want to skip that first row.
Okay.
Because those are also going to be headings for your table.
Okay, that sounds good.
That would be trial 2. I'd put trial 1 up one row above that.
There we go, yeah. Okay.
You could copy and paste.
Hey, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Copy and paste saves time.
Just make sure you remember to go in and change everything.
There we go.
Just like that.
Okay.
And do you want to make a pretty color there?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so go up to where it says table and choose at the bottom table properties.
Okay.
And then cell background color is what you want to change.
All right.
And you can choose a variety of colors.
Yeah. Let's make that a green. And one of the tips about doing the colors is you don't want to make it too dark. Choose a little bit lighter than you would expect to choose. And okay, does that look good?
That looks good. Let's try it.
Try it out. There it goes. Okay.
That's still legible. That works.
Yeah.
So then in that top row, you want to write the headings for your the different manipulated variables that you had.
Okay. Let's see. What did we have up there? I think I'm just going to copy and paste that, because it's just simple typing. Let's see if that works. Copy that in here.
Ooh,
oh well, it even copied the color
too. Nice.
Okay, so just to review, you highlight the cells that you want to change the color of. Go to Table, go down here to Properties, and then again click on here and it's
let's change it to pink.
Okay, here we go. Pink. A pink there. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Nice. Yeah, it's sort of pink.
It's a pretty ugly combination, but
yeah,
we can keep it for now.
Yeah, kids can play with it. Okay, so let's see, what else is included in a data table?
Before we put our values in, do you want to make a legend at the bottom?
Oh yeah, good idea. Now we're not going to start in the center on that, so we're going to go up here and click on left-hand justification there. You always want to make sure you include the data table number, especially if you have more than one. So data table 1.
What if you just have one?
If you just have one, just say data table.
Okay.
That's data table. And what did we call this? We called this data table showing the results of increasing engine size on the speed of my VW over 5 trials. So just go down there and copy that in. Spend time typing it all over. And
make sure you mention your units.
Yeah.
In the legend.
So be sure all of the units of any data you put in here is mentioned right here in the legend there. Now, one of the things that I made sure I did was I highlighted all of my cells here, and I went to center. And that's kind of nice to make it look a little bit more balanced. You know, I could also put it on the left-hand margin there, and it would push everything over to the side. But
let's put some numbers in it so they can see what that looks like.
Okay, that sounds good. Put these.
Or we can play with those numbers.
Put these in here.
How are you selecting all those columns at once?
Oh, thanks for mentioning that. I did. What I did was I put my cursor right at the beginning, and I pressed Shift and Command and arrow over, or Shift Option arrow over. Sorry, Shift Option arrow over, arrow down, arrow down, arrow down, and that selects everything. And then I go Command C for copy, and that copies everything. Good point. So now it's left-hand justified. Let's see what will happen here. What I'm going to do, if I press Command C in one thing here, it's going to put everything in that first square. So I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to put everything in here and see what happens.
Control V.
Control V.
There it is.
There it is. It's all centered, and it even imported the nice gray background color for the data table itself. So this is a 3-color data table. Makes it kind of nice. Now you can actually do these data tables right in your Science Fair Google Doc. That's the easiest way. And in another video we'll probably show you how to manipulate this data if you have a Google spreadsheet. So we'll do that at a later time. Okay?
Looks good.
Anything else?
I think we're done.
Nice. Want to go for a ride in our new VW?
Let's do it.
Let's go out to dinner. All right, here we go. See you next time, kids.
Bye.
Bye-bye.